Okay, how you doing? It's Canada Day, July 1st. In 1867, on July 1st, Canada became a country. So it's a holiday. For the last couple of days, I've been going on this. Kind of like that Karate Kid thing, you know, wax on, wax off. Body filler on, body filler off. But anyway, yeah, I've hit it 6 or 7 coats at least. I lost track. I'm still got work to do, mostly on the inside. The outside is down to the final skim. I really want to get this thing done so I can get it into epoxy primer and start block sanding it and all that kind of stuff. So get it paint ready, you know. It's a big chunk of the truck and I don't want to leave it. So that's where I'm at, and I'm going to carry on. When I get close to priming, I'll come back. Okay, it is now July 4th. Happy Independence Day to my U.S. friends. You know, I had a real good weekend. Wasn't bad at all. The weather was great. A couple little cloud bursts, but nothing serious. Got a lot of body work done on the box. It's pretty much there. I think I've got a couple little touch-ups left to do. But as far as technology goes, the weekend was an absolute epic failure. It started Friday night. I go to online banking to pay some bills. Nope, can't do that. That transaction is unavailable. Now the worst part is, because Canada Day fell on a Saturday, Monday everything was closed. They carried the holiday over to the Monday, so it's a long weekend. So everything was closed until today. So I couldn't fix anything, right? So anyway, I just got back from the bank, fixed that up. What it was, my bank card expired, so that freezes everything on your account. Okay, so on Sunday, I had filmed a whole bunch of footage. I wanted to load it up into the laptop to edit and make a video, and nope, the computer would not recognize the camera. I use my phone pretty much for all my filming. So again, the cell phone place wasn't open until today, so I had to go there this morning as well. It was in settings, the guy messed around with it, got it going, whatever. Okay, so there's that. And it didn't matter anyway, even if my phone was working. Had no internet yesterday. So the internet was out until just a few minutes ago. So I couldn't do anything there anyhow. And then when I get home and I go to load up the footage that I had already filmed, when the guy fixed it, he deleted all the footage. So I had to start all over again. You know, when technology works, it's great, but I hate it. Because when it doesn't work, it is a frustrating freaking mess. Sometimes I wish it was 1957 again, you know? Life was simple. But anyhow, yeah, I got a bunch done on the box, and I cleaned up some other pieces, you know, fender braces, the additional braces for the bed floor, the grill is ready to spray, running board brackets, got to finish painting those, bunch of stuff. So, you know, I'm gonna carry on, and I'll show you where we're at when it's time to start spraying. Okay, so I've cleaned up my braces, and remember they fit into a slot, slots that I've made on the box. This is for fastening the box to the frame. So I also want to have something to fasten my deck boards down with, and I'm going to use a chunk of angle iron. I'm just going to weld it on here, like so. Flush it to the top. Weld that on, and yeah, then I can put holes in underneath and screw on my planks from underneath. So I'm going to do this. This one's one piece. The other one I'm using all the angle iron I have. So the other one's two piece. I'll weld them together. But yeah, flush at the top. You know, maybe do 1.5 inch, 2-inch bead every 6 inches or something. Don't have to weld it in solid. And then I can paint these things up, and they're ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead, set up the welder, and get that done. All right. Yep. And that ought to do it. That'll clean them up. Okay, so I finished up those braces, and I've also cleaned up a few other parts. It's a good day to get some paint on these things. I'll put them outside in the sun because, man, it is freaking hot. It's 91 right now, and it's supposed to be hit a high of 94. Tomorrow, factoring in the humidity, it's supposed to be 104 degrees. So I don't care where you're from, 104 degrees is hot. So yeah, we're going to be staying inside here where it's quite a bit cooler. I've got my fans on pointing right at me, so you know, and drinking you know, Walton size glasses of lemonade with iced tea, just to try and stay cool. I've had about 8 glasses of that stuff and I haven't gone for a leak yet, so there you go. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and paint those pieces up. I'll show you what they look like first. So here's all my grill pieces. They're going to be epoxied at the same time as I do my box. I still have to make up end pieces, so I'll probably get on that after I paint this stuff up. So I did the underside of all the running board brackets. I've got to do the top side now, 2 coats. Those are the front fender braces. They're cleaned up and ready to go. And my brackets that I just made, so or braces I should say. So I'm going to go ahead, paint that up, get it out in the sun. I expect I'll be able to get 2 coats on everything today because it'll probably dry in about 10 minutes out there. Like I said, it's crazy hot and direct sun. Yeah, it's going to dry fast. So that's where I'm going to go and get done. So there we go. Alright, so I got the final coat on 2 pieces left to do, and I'm done all this shit. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. You know, when it's this hot, I'm not going to be able to spray epoxy in this kind of stuff. It'll set up and go hard in the can and in the gun in about 5 minutes. So it's got to be a reasonable temperature. So what I'm thinking is it's either got to be evening or early in the morning before it gets too hot. And tomorrow it's going to be too hot by about 10:30, 11 o'clock. So I think tonight, when the sun goes behind the trees, I'll finish up whatever sanding I have left on the box and get it prepped for tomorrow. Here we go, last piece. Show you what I mean by what's left in the box in a minute. As soon as I'm done this. This stuff usually takes about 8 hours to dry. Tonight, 45 minutes. That's how hot it is. All right, so let's grab the camera here. So there's all the stuff there. All looking pretty snazzy. Shiny black always looks good, right? So yeah. So the stuff on the box, well, first of all, I'm not going to show you directly into the sun, but those trees go all the way past the garage. Once the sun, in about an hour from now, it'll get down behind the trees. And then I'll work on the rest of this, you know, clean up some of this crap hanging off the bottom and around the stake pockets, clean up these edges here, and that kind of stuff, just little stuff. So yeah, I don't want to be in the sun for very long, so I'm going to wait for it to go behind the trees, and then I'll tackle what I can on this. I'll probably get about, oh, I don't know, 2 hours in on it or so, hour and a half maybe, and before it gets dark, and then hopefully in the morning clean up, wash it down, and it'll be ready for epoxy. So that's the plan, and that's what I'm shooting for. So we'll see what happens. Oh, nectar of the gods, I tell you. You know, they say not to drink stuff with alcohol in it when it's this hot. But I talked to my doctor and I asked him about it. Doctor, he's a Czech guy. His name is Dr. Kaholic. I said, Al, is that true what they say about not drinking alcohol when it's hot? Like beer's no good for you? He said, oh no, drink as many beers as you want. So there you go, Dr. Al Kaholic. He knows his stuff. So don't take that seriously. Yeah, so there you go. I've sanded a little bit on it, and I'm going to get a little bit more done. Just washing a little bit of dust down right now, and hopefully tomorrow I should be good to go to spray. As long as I can beat the heat, depends on how quick it heats up. Either way, Thursday for sure I'm going to be able to spray because it's cooling off. So the heat wave's supposed to end tomorrow night. So there you go. We'll probably get thunderstorms and crap like that, but whatever. I'll sneak it in somehow. But I got to get it done. You know, there's still a ton of work to do on that thing. I got to, once I epoxy it, then I've got to prime it and block sand it, and it's going to take a bunch, I'm telling you, because it's still wavy. But it is what it is. So that, you know, to get it paint ready, there's still a bunch of work left on that thing. Oh, excuse me. I'm also going to work on the rear fenders at the same time. So yeah, so that's where I am on that. And what else? Oh yes, I also got to take that other grill apart that I have. The side pieces I think I could save. Might need a little patch here and there, nothing major, but worst case scenario I have to copy them. But I got to take the grill apart to get them off, so I got to do that. And unless I can find two, I checked around, nobody seems to have them or make them reproduction that I can find anyway, but I haven't looked too deep. I'm going to check later on tonight to see if I can find a couple. And yeah, get the grill sorted out. I want to put it together just quickly and kind of dry fit it in place before I do too much work on it. You know, I'd hate like hell to have it all together and painted and nice and it doesn't fit. That would suck. So I want to make sure everything fits right. So there we are. And yeah, with the fender braces now painted, I can finish bolting up my fenders, get the welting in it, all that kind of stuff. The running boards are ready to go. I'm not going to put them on yet. That'll be one of the last things, I guess. And yeah, we'll carry on with getting the box up and painted. Also paint the underside of the hood and the top of the hood. So there's still lots of stuff to do. So anyway, that's where I'm at. New subscribers, thank you very much. You know, it's been a week since I put a video out due to technical difficulties, but whatever, it is what it is. So it didn't hurt me too bad as far as views. So I guess a lot of guys caught up on some of the older stuff, and yeah, I appreciate it. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. I truly would appreciate it. And you know, just trying to build something cool here, that's all. And speaking of building, if you're not doing anything, get out in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.